India is one of the top 4 economies in the world with a still strong growth rate. They're hungry for new technologies, yet Canada is slow to get involved. Last year, Canada sold only $2 billion worth of goods to India, and about 130 Canadian firms have offices in India. What's holding us back? India is teeming with people and business opportunities. For example, it has the fastest growth in the world for cell phones. There's a rising middle class numbering over 200 million. They want to buy consumer goods, and the country needs to build systems, from roads to water to telecom.
Talk to me about the interface of the 16.
This is the development lab at EION Wireless of Ottawa. Their gear provides wireless communications, especially in remote or other areas needing fast, low-cost links. Their most recent contract in India was to expand a government network serving a population of 48 million. Their CEO is a champion of doing business in India and says coming from Canada is a big benefit.
Whenever we go into these kind of markets, any emerging markets, Canada brand is very important. Made in Canada products plays a big role, especially when we have Chinese suppliers and Taiwanese suppliers who are really undercutting all the prices.
Kalai Kalaichelvan was part of a business workshop discussing how to do business in India and why Canadian firms don't do more. One big reason is many investors don't want to pursue India when they see the U.S. market next door. At this session, the advice is do look at India. A lot of other countries are, and Canada's being left behind.
I would say everybody except Canada is going to India. I think the Canadian companies need to keep in mind that India is a complex market. It's a very different kind of a market. So you need to partner with companies which have good connections in India.
There's some good news. It's just that we're at a very modest level yet, and we have to ramp it up. All of the settings are there to expand it. I think that sometimes Canada is not perceived as being proactive enough in its trade.
Huff served as a Canadian Trade Commissioner in India and worked with the Export Development Corporation of Canada. In 2007, EDC helped Canadian tech firms sell $7 billion worth of goods around the world. Last year, EDC saw a 40% increase in companies looking to get into India.
You either come into Delhi or Bombay or Calcutta or Chennai, and so the complexities of the market are there. The complexities of any market exist, but India has its own unique characteristics, and so doing your homework is very necessary.
Nesbitt adds that from his base in New Delhi, he sees the Indian economy slowing down, not going into recession. It's still growing faster than most of the rest of the world. At EION Wireless, a note of caution. Indian business people are smart, tough, and they demand low prices.
Although it looks like a large market, a huge opportunity, it's a tough market to get in. But once you get in, then there's a possibility for you to kind of thrive on that market.
India may be one of the top 4 economies in the world, and the technology industry in that country is booming. But the business community is dealing with last month's scandal that one of the nation's largest tech firms cooked the books to the tune of $1 billion. Will it lead to tougher rules for business? CNN's Sarah Sidner reports.
He was a man who helped build India's worldwide reputation for outsourcing and information technology services with the success of his company, Satyam. Today, B. Ramalinga Raju is a disgraced man after admitting to massive fraud and plunging his Fortune 500 company into a huge accounting scandal.
This is definitely an egg in the face of India Incorporated.
Investment brokerage Vice Chairman Rajiv Bajaj says his people are fielding plenty of calls from nervous investors.
We've been getting questions from all over the world, literally, and people are asking this question: if this has happened to Satyam, I'm sure they're saying we are sure this could be the case in some other companies as well.
The industry says that's not the case, that Satyam was an exception, but the ripple effect is reaching across the world, not just for investors, but also for more than 160 Fortune 500 companies that use Satyam's software and outsourcing services. Their worry? Whether those services can continue when the company's chairman has admitted to $1 billion fraud. Today, Satyam's interim CEO tried to assure his customers, which include General Electric, Qantas Airways, and Nestle, just to name a few.
You can rest assured that our only aim at this time is to ensure that the business continues uninterrupted and the challenges, if any, are neutralized or minimized.
Some analysts say the Satyam accounting scandal could do real damage to India's global business image. Others are more cautious.
Let's learn from this and let's move on. I still believe that systems and regulations that we have in India are robust and good. And this is not at all indicative of what most corporates are about in India.
But analysts say for Satyam, moving on will come with a price. The Securities and Exchange Board of India is investigating the company now, and if Raju's admissions in a letter he sent to the Bombay Stock Exchange are proven true, he and anyone else involved in the scandal could face several years in jail. Sarah Seidner, CNN, New Delhi.